Good evening. Welcome into the Bulldog Digital Network as we get set for the last home game here at James L. Robb Gymnasium for the 2022 portion of this season, as the Lady Bulldogs are in action here on Dwayne Farmer Court against the visiting Brenau University Golden Tigers. Jared Wright bringing the action, will be joined by Chris Berry as well. Both of these ball clubs come in trying to get back into the win column. They've both lost their last 3 games. Tennessee Wesleyan losing one on the road Saturday at Bluefield, 76-69. Before that, they had dropped their only home loss of the season, 64-48 against Point University back on the 30th of November. Brenau coming in under Chris Stewart in his 12th season, lost a game against St. Andrews, 76-74 at home back on Saturday as well. And so let's run down the starting lineups real quick for you. Number 4, Michaela Cope, 5'3" senior guard from Douglasville, Georgia. Number 5, Hannah Cannon, a 6'1" junior forward from Clayton, Georgia. Number 15, Kayla Stafford, a 6'1" sophomore post from McDonough, Georgia. Number 21, Talia Williams, a 5'6" senior guard from Macon, Georgia. And 23, Catherine Forey, 5'9" senior forward from Lawrenceville, Georgia. That's the starters for Brenau. On the other side for Jeff Rice in his 17th season, number 1, Anna Crowder, the 5'9" sophomore forward, leads the team in rebounding and at the free throw line as well, 87.5% from the charity stripe. Number 4, Jacelyn Stone, the 5'5" sophomore guard from Decatur, Tennessee, averages 10.7 points per game to lead this, be the second leading scorer on this ball club. Number 20, McKaylee Martin, a 6' sophomore forward from Sweetwater, Tennessee. Number 21, Cambry Mayo, 5'7" sophomore guard from Cleveland, Tennessee. And 23, Jordan Wright, 5'7" senior guard from Nyota, Tennessee, the lone senior on this ball club. Lady Bulldogs come in 5-4 overall. They're 3-4 inside the conference, tied for 8th currently. Brenau on the other side, tied for 10th, 3-6 overall, 2-6 in the conference. They are 1-3 on the road. Again, Wesleyan 3-1 here at home from James L. Robb. Wesleyan all-white uniform, blue numerals. Brenau in that dark black uniform with Vegas gold numerals trimmed in white. And the Golden Tigers do have it first as they move it quickly around to the right side, and that's Forey with it. Shot off the mark by Williams. Instead, coming away with it is Stone. Lady Bulldogs going to look to get on the scoreboard first. Trying to desperately, Chris, get back into the win column. They've had several games where a couple of them they've not been in, but the Bluefield one kind of was a tough place to play, but chance to play on your home floor to close out the December part of this schedule.
Yeah, it's just about getting off to a good start for them. A lot of things that have hurt them has been shooting. And it's not really turnovers. It's not really being out-rebounded too much. It's really just shooting.
So the foul there on Williams will send Cambry Mayo to the line. She misses the first one. Mayo at second, well tied right there with Anna Crowder, 77.8% for Mayo. Looking at Martin's free throw percentage, she misses both of them. Williams does get the rebound. This series is in favor of the Lady Bulldogs, 15-8. They had won 6 in a row before Brenau picked up the 1-point win on a buzzer beater last year down in Gainesville, Georgia. Lady Bulldogs had beat them by 20 here at home back in November of 2021. So three-pointer is up off the left iron by Forey. Stone gets another rebound. She'll bring it across midcourt and catch up with everybody else. We're just over a minute played already. Crowder on the far corner. They move it near side to right. Wright takes the three off of one dribble. Missed it. Rebound's tapped out of bounds. Looked like it was going to be out on Brenau, but Wesleyan apparently got the last finger on that one.
To get a little more backside into this Brenau team, I did something before the game I don't usually do. I talked to the opposing coach, mostly because he's also their SID, so
there you go.
Communicating through stuff, and I asked him how things were going. He said our season so far has been good. It's just our last 3 games we've lost have been one possession losses, and it's kind of like us just going through a little spurt.
Right in the lane, jumper no good. Wanted the foul call, couldn't get it. Had to kind of lean to the left to try to make that one. Pushing it up the floor is Forey. She'll drop it back there for Cope. Now Williams from the left elbow. Stone right there with her. Stone gets in front of her and strips it away. Still looking for her first score. 2 minutes into this ball game. Stone flips the court to Mayo. Out to Martin. She'll take the three. And there it is. McKaylee Martin gets the Lady Bulldogs on the board first at the 8-minute mark.
Good. 2 minutes into the game, you probably want to have a score earlier, but, that's a good way to score if you're going to score.
Cope trying to work her way into the paint, working against Martin. Instead, she finds a corner. Forey for three is off the mark. Martin has it across midcourt. She'll get it to Jordan Wright. Martin, after she made that one, she might be wanting it back from outside. Try to hit another one, gets a screen for Wright. Now Crowder has it, and Martin sets a screen for her, and then Crowder just pulls up right over the screen. Comes off the right side into the hands of Forey. Forey going to push it up the floor. Inside, Williams, short jumper, rolls off to the right. And Martin with a big rebound. Lady Bulldogs, the last time they were on this floor, only committing 2 fouls as Wright gets inside for a nice little head fake and score. 5-0, Lady Bulldogs in front, still showing that full court pressure, something we've not seen all season. Wright gets it off the steal from Stone, gets the bucket and the foul. Now the Lady Bulldog offense starting to work. That's something in the games we've called here at home, they've not really had to press. Did so against Point kind of late in the ball game, but we saw a lot last year with this defense turn to offense kind of set up with the press as Wright will step to the line.
Well, when you're struggling with shooting, you gotta find ways to create offense, and Coach Rice must think this is the way to create offense for us.
That foul was on Hannah Cannon, number 5. That was her first, team second. They're going to get Stone with a push here on Wesleyan. And when you've got a lot of athletic guards, doing the full court press can work out to your advantage a lot.
Yeah, when you're as deep as Coach Rice goes with his bench, doing a full court press isn't an issue.
Into the ball game's Nyla Moore, number 3. She hands it off to Anna Gulati. Gulati gets fouled underneath. And that one's going to be on Martin, team second. First for McKaylee. It'll be Golden Tiger ball underneath. Inbounds coming from Jasmine Jackson, one of 4 seniors on this ball club right here, and that one goes out of bounds. Or 5 seniors, correction. So turnover force there by the Lady Bulldogs. Jeff Rice yet to make a sub. Stone drops it off to Crowder on the near side. Inside it goes to Martin. Martin, a little shoulder fake. Turn around off the glass is good. Wesleyan on a 10-0 run to start this ball game. Although it took 2 minutes to get the first points on the board. Not slowing down now. Jumper in the corner from Jill Pittman off the mark. Offensive rebound inside by Kayla Stafford. Stafford finally gets Brenau on the board to stop the scoring for Tennessee Wesleyan. Now Jeff Rice will hit the substitution option. He'll send a trio to the scorer's table. We'll get those for you in just a moment. Martin, left side of the lane. Layup comes off the right side of the glass. Rebounds crowd and fed to Jackson. She'll cross the Bulldog logo, trying to go down the right side. A driving dish out to Gulati. Gulati's layup, no good, but she'll get 2 free throws. And this one's going to be on Anna Crowder, her first, team third.
We're going to get a whole new 5 here in a second.
Okay, so the hockey line change comes in. Tennessee Wesleyan will see number 25, Ella Crowder, 5'9" sophomore forward from Decatur, Tennessee. One of the best three-point shooters on the team, averaging 50% on the season. Number 3, Abby Barr, 5'8" sophomore guard from Sweetwater, Tennessee. Number 12, Alexis Bates, 5'6" sophomore guard from Kodak, Tennessee. Averaging 50% from the floor. Number 34, Ashley Baxter, the 5'11" sophomore forward from Athens, Tennessee, as that first free throw is missed. And then number 2, Jacob Jimenez-Diaz, freshman from Robbinsville, North Carolina, who gets the rebound there, 5'10" freshman forward, averaging 13.7. So coming off the bench, leading the Lady Bulldogs in scoring, almost 14 points a game. Had her career high of 23 on Saturday against Bluefield.
Also career high 12 rebounds. in that game against Bluefield.
Nice double-double for her, and she's been a very good bright spot off the bench for Jeff Rice. Shot clock down to 5. Bates loses the handle on it. Picking it up there is Galati. Galati is fouled in transition. Jacob Jimenez-Diaz picks up that one. Number 30, Polly Simpson checks in for Brenau, 5'10" junior post. So Brenau using a lot of players already. Galati goes down the lane, spins into the middle, kicks out to Pittman. Pittman taking another 3 off the back iron. Pulled in by Alexis Bates. 4:47 to play here in the first quarter. Jimenez-Diaz from the corner. Jumper off the front iron. Rebounds tipped back to Baxter. Baxter pulls it outside, and they'll reset the offense. Baxter sets a screen. Now they pass it off to Ella Crowder in the corner. Back to Baxter. She'll take the 3. Strong off the back iron. Ella Crowder ends up with it in her hands. Goes up strong. Draws the whistle. She'll get 2 free throws coming her way.
It was a good decision there by Crowder to drive to that ball to the basket instead of kicking it out there, resetting the offense. She saw she had a lane there and drew the foul.
You always hate to see, coaches don't like it when you pull it all the way back outside the perimeter, but got eerily quiet here in the gym just during free throws. Reminded me of a few years ago when no fans were in here for obvious reasons, but gets eerily quiet on the free throws here at James L. Robb. Wesleyan is shooting. Missed the second one.
Those are memories we don't want to bring back.
Nope, definitely not. Far side of the floor, Brenau with it. Now they bring it up top there to Simpson. Drops it to Galati. Galati down the right side. Layup no good. Baxter battling for the board, and that one will go off of Brenau. Have to give a shout out to the SIDs. You being one yourself, multi-talented. Could be coaching a basketball game, broadcasting, doing stats. You never know what you're going to be doing.
Yeah, we're, I guess we're jack of all trades in some aspects.
There you go. Barr with it, drives, finds Crowder in the corner now. Jimenez-Diaz gets bumped pretty hard there. That'll be a foul against Galati, her first. That's a 4th.
I was going to say, these coaches who are also SIDs, I applaud them even more because I'm busy and I can't imagine being a coach and being an SID at the same time.
There's a lot of them that also, they've been coaches and athletic directors at the same time in the conference. They've had that. Abby Barr across the lane. Nice little take there off the glass is good. Lady Bulldogs in front by 11. Now driving is Pittman. Spins into the lane. It's deflected. Jimenez-Diaz coming away with it. She's going to push the pace. She's going to lose it on the way up. And that one will go out of bounds off of her own leg, it looks like. She has some quick speed there. Yeah. Simpson was trying to beat her back, but couldn't.
She hit another gear there.
They're going to get an offensive foul here against Brenau. That's going to be on number 20, Taylor Green, the junior guard from Buena Vista, Georgia. That's the 5th foul. Won't be a shooting foul, even though they are in the bonus on the player control foul, but the Lady Bulldogs have possession. Jimenez-Diaz drives. This time lobs it up and over the rim into the hands there of Galata. Now a drive here by Green. Gets cut off at the high post. She'll flip it back outside. Spin move. Now a dish into the near side. Pittman. She gets it right back. She'll take another 3, and finally she's got her first one. Under 3 minutes to play here in the first quarter. 13-5. Lady Bulldogs in front. They've never trailed. Jimenez-Diaz out right. Down to Baxter. Into the post. Nice little spin move and shot there by Ashley Baxter, the former Lady Cherokee. Playing right here in Athens in her prep days. Far side of the floor, Green. She'll get it back from Simpson. Far side, Jackson going to try to go baseline, loses it. Bates coming away with it. Pushing the pace, bounce pass feed to Crowder is picked off by Galata. Now she loses the handle and Bates gets that one. The ball's still on the ground though. Galata picks it up. Her layup is good. Looked almost like a hook shot from the right block. And Brenau starting to chip away at this Lady Bulldog lead. Bates out front. Jimenez Diaz works it to her left off of one dribble and knocks down the big three.
She had a double whammy there. She hit the open three, but she had Ashley Baxter wide open down there on the block.
Bates just rips the pocket there of Jackson, but could not pick it up quick enough, and she'll turn it over, and the starting five are back out there for Tennessee Wesleyan. Good quality minutes off of those. That second five team right there. 18-7 the score. The scoreboard here at the gym was off by a couple of points, but now they've got it corrected. Green trying to drive against Jordan Wright. She'll drop it to Galata. Now they go down inside to Jackson. She'll kick it back. Galata's three, no good. Crowder battles for a big defensive board. She'll bring it up the floor. Plays as a post, but she's got ball handling capabilities, and she goes coast to coast for the bucket and the foul. She even got a big smile on her face after that one. We'll see who this one's going to be on 12. Galata's second foul.
I know Brenau's coach is not happy about that. He spoke to me about Galata.
Yep.
He spoke to me about Galata before the game and how he's very impressed with her, so he's not going to be happy that she's picked up two quick ones here.
Free throw is no good by Crowder. Yeah, Galata only a freshman from Cumming, Georgia. One of the leading scorers on this ball club at 13.4 points per game. Pittman's going to take another three, and she drills it. She's eyed the shot every trip she has touched the ball. Not somebody you want to let get hot from outside. Stone drives left side of the lane. Kick back out to Martin. Clock down to 40 seconds. Mayo's going to take a three off the front iron into the hands there of Cope. Cope thought about feeding it inside. She'll drop it there to Taylor Williams, number one, who's checked into the ball game. Her floater in the lane comes off the left side into the hands of Crowder. See if she's going to try to go coast to coast again. If they're going to drop it back with 15 seconds to play and take the last shot of the first quarter. Leading by 10. Right into the lane, pull up. Off the back iron, no good. 4 seconds to play. Cope with it. She's going to have to heave it from half court, and that one's going to fall just short. The Lady Bulldogs still in front by 10, 20-10 in the opening quarter. We'll be back on the Bulldog Digital Network. Back here on the Bulldog Digital Network, Jared Wright, Chris Berry bringing you the action from James L. Robb Gymnasium. Our last ball game here at the Robb for the 2022 portion of this season. Both teams have still got some December games to go, but on the road, several exhibition games coming up for them. We'll get to that later. Now a nice backdoor cut by Wright and the feed by Mayo. She'll draw the contact. Jordan Wright will get her second trip to the line. Coach Rice telling us ball club they're over guarding them. So look to see if that is open several times right there, trying to anticipate the passing lane. That one's going to be on Pittman. her first foul, team first. They reset at the end of the quarters. Jordan Wright does make the first one here. Back to an 11-point game. Lady Bulldogs led by 13 there, 20-7 with minute 9. Free throw miss. Lady Bulldogs struggling from the charity stripe today.
I was hoping maybe she make that second one. That would kind of make it get her going. But obviously, she didn't make the second one, unfortunately.
Pittman gets it out to Williams. Williams blocked partially there by Martin. Now Wright in transition, 3-on-2 it looked like. Now Mayo gets it back over to Wright. Cope guarding Wright. Now Mayo working against Pittman, calls for the screen. Martin sets it for her. Instead they move it around the outside just a little bit more. Stone going baseline, reverse layup. Doesn't get the bounce off the rim. Looked good. Just didn't work out. Cope now on the offensive end. We'll flip it over to Green. Corner three off the backside and into the hands of Jordan Wright. Just over a minute played here. Wright trying to go one-on-one against her defender. Layup off the glass. Looked good, but it rolls off the side of the rim. Now Taylor Williams will hand it off to Green. Green trying to come across the lane into the corner to Cope. Crowder helps cut off the baseline. Cope sidesteps it, gets a shot off, but it falls short. Good help defense by Anna Crowder inside. Stone, top of the key, a little head fake. Now trying to take on two defenders. Gets it out to Martin. Crowder, crossover, gets to the left side. Pull up, about 8 feet, no good. And ball goes out of bounds off of Brenau. That's Michaela Etheridge who's into the ball game. 5'9" freshman forward. Green will check out. Number 5, Hannah Kennan, will come back in. I was looking at this roster. Brenau, something that you don't see a whole lot of. He's got 14 of the 18 listed played for him last year. So not a lot of new faces for him, and that's a big nucleus to return. And a big roster as well with 18. Martin takes another three, her second of the ball game. Lady Bulldogs in front by 14.
As a coach, you've got to be happy with that returning.
Yeah. Now 5 of them are seniors this year, but still it's at least a lot of good youth to build from. Stone, as they get it back off the turnover by Brenau. 14-point lead for the Lady Bulldogs. Crowder out to Martin, trying to go 2 in a row. She does. McKaylee Martin knocks down her third three of the ball game, 11 seconds after she had made her second one. Now pushing the pace will be Leah Williams, hands it off to Cope. Outside it goes to Pittman. Mayo quickly cuts her off before she can shoot the three there. Inside shot, no good. Off of Brenau, and it will be Mayo to inbound it for them. 7:26 to play here in the first half. Stone in control. Trying to go left side, gets it outside to Mayo. Mayo calls for Martin, she gets it to her. A little pass fake now to Crowder on the right side. Now hand off to Wright. She's got distance. They want to feed it into Martin, but Martin battling inside there. Now Stone takes it hard inside. Cannot get the contact called. Cope in the lane. Sidesteps Crowder, but misses the lay-in, and Crowder gets the rebound up to Martin. Martin, she really had enough room if she wanted to step up there and shoot it.
She had a lot of space.
Yep, even Coach Stewart was calling that one out. Now Wright gets stuck with the ball, but feeds it into Martin. A little shoulder fake. Turnaround off the glass is good. Kaylee Martin having herself an evening. Lady Bulldogs in front by 19. Now Talia Williams drive. They work it from the corner back out to the wing. Taylor Williams drive. Layup comes off the front rim, and Brenau's getting a lot of good looks, just cannot convert buckets.
There.
Mayo up and under.
That's been us the past couple of games.
Yep. She'll miss the shot, but she'll get 2 free throws as Cannon will pick up her second for Brenau and the second for the Golden Tigers. Barr, Jimenez Diaz, Alexis Bates, Baxter all return, and looks like J.C. Powell will be the next one to enter if Mayo can knock down her 2 free throws. Mayo makes the first one. Lady Bulldogs in front by 20. Every possession outside of the first one they scored, they've extended their lead to the largest of the game each time. She misses the second one, though, and Brenau has it in the front court. They keep it outside there with Etheridge. Now left side, it's going to be number 3, Nyla Moore, who's back into the ball game. Kicks out to Taylor Williams. Williams driving, dishes out to Cope. Cope, a little head fake. They're going to, every time they get into the lane and then try to throw it right back out, Moore takes the 15-footer and way off the mark to the left. Barr able to pick it up for the Lady Bulldogs. She's going to push it, gets it to Baxter on the little handoff. 3-pointer skies off the back iron. Lady Bulldogs are going to pick up a foul there on the rebound. That one's going to be on Mayo, her first, team first of the second quarter. Powell will now check in for Mayo. That might have been a Cambry Mayo's a little tired. I'm going to foul, so
yeah,
I can get somebody into the ball game. Coach Ross didn't plead any difference on that one. Barr tips the pass, but it ends up in the hands of Williams. Barr tries to cut her off, but doesn't prevent her from making the bucket. The first field goal for the Golden Tigers. Barr had tipped it right into the hands of Taylor Williams, but stayed with her on the fast break. Just could not prevent her from making the bucket and committing the foul. So Williams a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play. She converts it. 5:28 to play here in the first half. Powell up top with it. J.C. Powell, one of those Decatur, Tennessee natives, former Lady Tiger of Meigs County High School. 4 of them on this ball club. Baxter inside, now feed back to Bates. Powell open for 3 on the left side. Karam's off the rim and off the glass, no good. Pushing the pace there will be Moore. Her pass back to Cope was almost too strong. Left side, 3-pointer is up and good by Talia Williams. And Brenau starting to find a little bit of momentum here late in the second half. 14-point lead still. Foul to Barr. Barr bounce pass off the ball fake to Bates. Now back out on the short corner by Baxter. Good unselfish basketball. The extra pass gets Baxter a nice 2 from the baseline. One of the toughest shots in basketball. Moore drive. Layup too strong off the right side. Bates gets the rebound up to Jimenez Diaz in transition. Bounce pass across the lane to Powell. Good assist and good layup there. That's going to force a timeout here as Lady Bulldogs. Back here on the Bulldog Digital Network, 4:08 to play. Talia Williams with it, trying to get free. Right side of the lane, feed over the top. Down low, trying to get it there. I believe, yep, that was Etheridge, and Coach Stewart wanting the foul call as Etheridge had gotten hit. I don't disagree with him on that one. Right side, Barr with it on the wing. Feeds into Baxter. Baxter has it poked away, regains it. Shovel pass to Barr. Layup comes off the front of the rim, no good. Here come the Golden Tigers offensively. Euro step by Moore, and her layup will rim all the way around and in. Alexis Bates up top. Looks like the starting 5 coming back for the Lady Bulldogs to the scores table. Jimenez Diaz, layup comes off the glass on the right side of the rim, no good. Now Williams gets it into the corner there to Moore. Out front, Taylor Williams with it. Far side. Talia Williams 3 is airballed, but there on the backside rebound is Moore. Nobody boxed her out. They've cut the deficit down to 14.
They got a little sloppy there. Throughout this first half, they've blocked out and defensive rebound well.
Jimenez Diaz misses the three. Powell gets a big offensive board out to Barr. She'll take the triple and converts that one. Good offensive board and kick out there. And it looks like Coach Stewart wants another timeout. We'll be right back on the Bulldog Digital Network. Back here from James L. Robb Gymnasium out of the timeout by Brenau. They've taken two of them, 2:35 to play here in the first half. Brenau with it. Feed into Moore. Moore inside, goes up strong, doesn't get the roll. Crowder gets the rebound right in front of Moore, and she's going to push it again. We've seen her go coast to coast already. Drops it back to her high school teammate in Stone. Three-pointer no good. Talia Williams pulls it down. Talia Williams sends it over on the far side. Now Cope over to Shania Gauze. Gauze into the ball game. She'll take the three and banks it home. Gauze, one of those 5 seniors on this ball club. 14-point lead, under 2 to play. Martin, head fake. Knock down 3. That's going to get your defender to jump. But Martin able to take it all the way in on the drive. And a good ball fake got her by her defender for that one.
It's been a good game so far from Martin.
Yes.
Shooting well, getting to the rim well, rebounding well.
She's got 15 points to her credit to lead all scores. Moore out front with it. Crowder staying right there with her, but Moore able to get the shot off, but it comes off the right side into the hands of Jordan Wright. Wright trying to take Moore on, step through. Little floater, no good. Moore gets the rebound, and Wright's going to catch right up with her. Now Mayo tries to pick it away from behind, drops it back to Talia Williams. Williams throws up a prayer from the lane, and a minute to play. Lady Bulldogs have it, trying to push it. Just Stone not having any help. She'll wait on the rest of the team. They'll reset the offense. 20 on the shot clock.
I think she wanted to pass on that possession.
Yep.
But just didn't see anyone to pass to and realized I had to throw up something.
Martin, strong take. Had to force it up, though. Couldn't get the shot to fall. Pushing the pace here is Etheridge over to Gauze. Gauze misses it. Stone, there's about a 2.5 differential in game and shot clock. Lady Bulldogs will probably run this one down as far as they can with a 16-point lead, 39-23. They led 37-25 last year at halftime on this game. Stone's layup no good on the right side. Brenau's got 3 seconds to get a shot off. Williams from the left elbow, jumper beats the buzzer. And it cuts Wesleyan lead to 14. But the Lady Bulldogs have a great first quarter, 20-10, that helps prop up this halftime lead of 14 after they only outscore them by 4 in the second quarter, 19-15. So we'll take a short break here on the Bulldog Digital Network and then bring you some first half stats. We'll be back in just a few. Back here on the Bulldog Digital Network as we get set for the second half action here. I'm going to run down some team numbers for you real quick. Wesleyan shooting 39.5% from the floor, 38.5% from behind the arc, and 40% from the line. Brenau, on the other hand, 28% from the field, 30% from behind the arc, and 33% from the free throw line. Chris, neither team shooting it well from the charity stripe, of course, and that I know as a coach that's in a game that probably is a lot closer than this, you definitely want those free throws fixed, but it'll be something they look to improve on later.
Yeah, I mean, neither team's shooting it extremely well. But, I mean, the biggest difference in this game is turnovers.
Yep.
Brenau has 7, we have 1.
That's a great point, and Wesleyan getting 11 points off of those 7 turnovers, so that's key. They are being out-rebounded 27-24. Leading scorer is McKaylee Martin with 15 points. Jill Pittman with 6, knocking down 2 3-pointers, leads the Brenau Golden Tigers. Wright is in second with 6 points for the Lady Bulldogs. Brenau will get on the board first here to start the third quarter. As they make a layup inside.
You talk about that 15 points from McKaylee Martin. I imagine that's a career, if not career high for her, it's close to her career high.
Now Talia Williams gets a fast break off the steal. Brenau coming out firing very quickly here to start the second half. Martin is 1 shy of her career high. Of 16. So right there on pace for it. Wright takes a 3 from the left side. Missed it. Mayo with a big offensive board. Her putback is no good, though. And Brenau will look to get their 3rd straight bucket in as many tries. Cope sends it out to Cannon. Cannon works across the top of the key. Now Cope in the corner. Battle of the 4s between her and Stone. It's Wright, Mayo, Anna Crowder, Stone, and Martin out there for the Lady Bulldogs. And now a jumper. Brenau's Talia Williams makes another one.
The shots
They've cut it down to 8.
The shots that weren't falling in the first half are falling now for Brenau.
Lady Bulldogs trying to get something going, and that one's going to go out of bounds. So the Lady Bulldogs still looking for their first opportunity to knock down some shots. And Brenau could cut it down to a 2-possession game if they knock one down from outside. Cannon on the right wing, Crowder guarding her. Down low, it was Stafford calling for it. Cannon cuts across the lane, flips it out. 3-pointer is up, no good. Martin's rebound's tipped away by Stafford. That was Williams going for a 3-pointer out there.
It's a good box out there by Martin.
Yep. Agreed. That'll be Stone across midcourt. Martin out front. Fake the pass down to Mayo. Now she'll get it left side to Crowder. Out right is Mayo. Bounce pass across the top of the key to Jordan Wright. Martin battling Stafford inside. Wright kicks it out to Martin. Takes the baseline, and she gets fouled hard there by Forey. That's going to be Forey's. Actually, it's 22, should be 23, I believe. So that'll be the first foul. Martin at the line. She's tied her career high now. Chance to push it to double digits and set the new career high there. Back to 10-point lead. Lady Bulldogs still showing that full court press. Brenau keeping it outside the perimeter. 4E gets it over to Stafford. Stafford throws it away, trying to get it to 4E, and Coach Stewart upset with his ball club as he'll send Pittman to the scores table, along with Galata. 4E and Cope will exit. Lady Bulldogs forced turnover there and get a chance to extend the lead once again. Led by as many as 20 in the first half. Now Crowder gets that one deflected. 3 minutes played here in the third quarter. Talia Williams with it. She'll circuit back out front, hands it off to Cannon on the weave. Galata now out front, feeding it into Stafford. Martin trying to play her straight up. Defensive help by Jordan Wright deflects the pass. Now up to Stone in transition. Stone drops it back to Crowder, and that one's poked out of bounds. Stone knew she didn't have an advantage there against Cannon with the height. Tried to circle it back out to Crowder, and trailing the play was Galata. Stone calling out the signals. Martin just fighting Stafford off of her. They miss Mayo on the baseline. Wright with it on the left wing. She'll get a screen from Martin to the right. Uses it and drops it off to Crowder. Martin's going to take the triple, and it comes off the front side into the hands of Talia Williams. Pittman drive and kick. Galata, corner three, off the front side. And good box out there by Martin. Will pick up the foul against Stafford. That's her first, team second. Barr and Jimenez-Diaz return for Mayo and Stone. Martin set that previous career high of 16 earlier this season, back on November 5th. In the game at Kentucky Christian, that was a 2-point win, 63-61. Having herself a career night as well here. Left corner, Jimenez-Diaz. Inside to Wright. Wright gets Pittman by her. Pump fake, gets free for the bucket. Jordan Wright is a guard, but plays very well in the post. Abby Barr picks up her second foul.
And my time being here, I've realized that's what Coach Jeff Wright's like. He likes these guards. They can play tough in the post, play bigger than their body, and rebounds like you'd expect a bigger player to.
Right there, Wright had Galata kind of defended well in the press, and Anna Crowder comes over and helps force the jump ball, and Wesleyan will get the possession arrow. Wright gets the inbounds to set it up. Crowder out front with it, drops it to Jimenez-Diaz. She's trying to work it to the high post, over to Barr. She sends it. Inside it comes to Martin. Martin gets across the lane, layup too short. That one's going to be a foul on Martin, trying to go for the rebound. Her and Galata get tied up. Second on Martin. Baxter will check in, most likely for McKaylee. Good game, though, for McKaylee Martin thus far. Full court pressure being shown by the Lady Bulldogs still. They brought that out in this one, and it has worked to their advantage. As Chris alluded to, they'd forced 7 turnovers in the first half. It's up to 10 already in the second, so 3 more. Williams trying to take on Wright. Now, 3-pointer is up by Pittman, no good. Long rebound. Fall the way of the Golden Tigers. Galata takes it inside, and Wright just takes it off her arm. Thought it was going to be a jump ball. Jimenez-Diaz in transition. Layup no good, but she'll draw the contact.
It's about take it off her arm.
That was impressive. I thought it was going to be a jump ball that would have stayed with Brenau, but Jordan Wright ended up with it in her hands. And Jacob Jimenez-Diaz at the line, 71% shooter on the season. First one comes off the left side. One of the best shooters on the team, 51.6 is her average from the floor. And she makes the second one, 44-31, 4:57 to play, 13-point lead for the Lady Bulldogs. Cannon with it, a lob across midcourt up to Williams. Williams pulls up from the left side of the lane, and she gets the touch. Williams has come alive in the second half for Brenau. It was saved by Cannon, but she'll throw it right into the hands of Jimenez-Diaz. She loses the handle, shovel pass out to Baxter. The extra pass gets it up to Barr for 3, and she drills it. Abby Barr knocks it down from the top of the key. 16-point game. Baxter gets the pass that was tipped away. Gets it into right. She'll draw the contact. Lady Bulldogs finally starting to extend the lead back once again. Pittman's going to pick up her second. Ella Crowder will return for the Lady Bulldogs. Forey, Etheridge, and Moore return for Brenau. And Wright makes the first free throw. So Lady Bulldogs will have it underneath. Mayo coming to the scorer's table. She'll replace Jordan Wright to give her a breather. 3:26 to go in the third quarter. Now Jimenez Diaz takes it off the dribble. Left side lay-in is good. Back to a 20-point game. Ties the largest lead of the game. But they're not back in transition defense, and Forey gets the easy lay-in on the other end. Got to make the bucket and get back defensively. Barr kicks out to Jimenez Diaz. She'll take it off the dribble around the screen from Baxter. Layup too short off the glass. Under 3 to go in the third. Forey with it in the near court. Moore trying to work Mayo down. Little turnaround in the lane is good. And Brenau starting to go back and forth with Tennessee Wesleyan. It's a game of runs. Brenau started the second half on a 6-0 run. Now Barr gets a nice feed from Baxter, but the layup comes off short. That's some of the shooting woes we'd seen in the first part of this season for the Lady Bulldogs. Forey's three, way too strong, comes off. Barr has it. Now into the near corner. Mayo takes a three-pointer and swishes that one home. Mayo has the Lady Bulldogs back in front by 19. 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Cannon out front with it, calling for some help, gets it over to Galata. Three-pointer is answered right back by Galata. 56-40, Lady Bulldogs still in front. Never trailed in this one. Jimenez Diaz out front. Mayo, little head fake, comes to the high post, kicks it out to Baxter. Now Jimenez Diaz working against Cannon, trying to take her off the dribble. Cut off there before. 15-footer though, comes off to the left. Minute 15 to play in the third, and Brenau throws it away. Another turnover. Wright will return, Martin will return. Barr and Baxter will exit for the Lady Bulldogs. Stone gets the inbounds with 1:12 to play. Third quarter action. Bulldog Digital Network, Jared Wright, Chris Berry. Out to Ella Crowder. She'll drop it to Wright. Man-to-man defense shown by Brenau. Wright loses it, and they're going to get the foul called there on Forey, her second, team fifth, so it'll be 2 shots for Jordan Wright. Moore thought that foul was on her. Forey had to tell her, hey, it was on me, don't worry about it, but Moore only has 1 foul to her credit. So Jordan Wright back at the line. Makes the first one. 57.3 showing on the game clock. And both of them are good. Just had to talk about the poor free throw shooting at half, and they start knocking them down here in the second half. 18-point lead. Cannon takes it all the way to Galata, and Galata steps out of bounds. Another turnover. That's their 8th turnover, or 9th turnover actually, of the half. Started with 7.
I didn't realize they got up that high.
Wesleyan, 21 points off of the turnovers. 35 seconds to play in the half, or third quarter, not the half. Stone on the right wing, crossover against Galata, gets to the right side, and there's an inadvertent whistle, it sounded like. It'll go out of bounds off of Brenau. Definitely heard a whistle somewhere, but
I don't know if it was a whistle or maybe some shoes squeaking,
that's a good point.
Squeaking on the floor. That sounded like a whistle.
It was a very faint one if it was. Crowder gets the inbounds from Stone. Back to Stone in the near corner. She'll take the three and drill it. Jacelyn Stone knocks down a big three-pointer from the left side. 21-point lead, largest of the game. Galata's three, answers it right back. That's twice she has done it to answer right back. Now Wright's going to heave one at the buzzer, and that one's going to come off as a miss. The Lady Bulldogs will still hang on to an 18-point lead going into the final 10 minutes of this ballgame. We'll be right back on the Bulldog Digital Network. Back here on the Bulldog Digital Network, 10 more minutes to play in this one. Lady Bulldogs leading at 61-43, outscoring them by 4 in that third quarter, 22-18, even though Brenau had started out hot. Now they get a stop. Moore hit the deck, no foul call. Crowder gets the feed over from Mayo, but the ball's on the floor. Galata comes away with it, and Jordan Wright gets called for the hand check as Galata was coming away with it. 3 players in double figures for the Lady Bulldogs. Abby Barr with her season high of 10. It's 1 or 2 better than hers coming into tonight. And then Jordan Wright with 12 and McKaylee Martin with a career day of 17 points. Forey out front. Takes a fall away jumper from the block. No good. Mayo gets the rebound and she'll push it up the floor. Stone out front, crosses up 4E. Now lob out to Mayo, who touches it over to Crowder. Crowder takes a 3, missed it. Martin battling for the rebound. It's on the floor. It will be possession arrow to the Lady Bulldogs. Both Wesleyan teams will be on the road on Saturday at Union College up in Barberville, Kentucky. They are done with the home portion of their schedule. Stone's baseline drive pass is deflected. Galata comes away with it. Cannon takes a 3 from the top, missed it. Crowder gets a rebound. She'll bring it up the floor. Crowder bounce pass feed to Stone. Stone loses it. They're going to get her for a double dribble, trying to go down the right side. And Stone had an outstanding freshman season last year, and I believe everyone in the conference has done a lot of scouting on Jacelyn Stone and her ball handling and the ability to drive. They have used a lot of help defense this year to kind of corral some of her driving capabilities and layups. Cannon trying to get it in, now gets it into Moore. Back to Cannon it comes. Full court pressure still being shown. Moore gets it across midcourt. Feed near side. Galata side steps with a dribble. Three-pointer, no good. Moore gets a big offensive board in front of Mayo and makes the putback on the baseline. Brenau starting with the first points of the fourth quarter. 16-point game. Mayo's three-pointer on the left side, no good. Brenau with another opportunity to rebound. Forey takes a three as she falls away, missed it. The other 23, Jordan Wright, picks up the rebound. Trying to take more one-on. Touch off the glass just a little too strong, comes off the front side. Galata loses the handle. It was tipped away, so she's able to stay with it without getting the double dribble call. Moore kicks out. Cannon for a triple. Rebound's tipped around. Galata comes up with a loose ball, missed it on the putback. Now inside, Etheridge gets it, and they're going to call a foul on Jordan Wright, I believe. Yep. That's going to be her second. It's also the second of the half. Forey will check out. Jasmine Jackson back in, Cedar Key, Florida native. Let's see, it's going to be their ball underneath. It was not a shot. Jackson trying to get it in. She gets it into Galata, far corner. Cannon out front, drive and kick. Now Moore, floater in the lane. Doesn't get the shot, but she'll get the whistle on this one. And that's Jordan Wright's third foul. She's got all three of them here in the fourth quarter. All three of them for Tennessee Wesleyan. Moore at the line. Short off the front iron. She'll have another opportunity. First trip there today, and she misses both of them. Martin with another rebound. It's her fourth of the game. Barr, now Martin. Mayo, corner three is good. Cambry Mayo knocks down the three. Lady Bulldogs continuing to push. More in the lane. Fall away no good. Martin's gonna get McKaylee Martin for, said she held her on the rebound. She was just trying to tip it over to Barr, so Brenau will stay with it. Off the missed shot. 7:12 to play. Shot clock will reset to 20. Cannon with it. Near corner, Galata puts it on the floor, trying to work it to the left side. Now it's Moore backing her way inside. She'll flip it back outside. Now they're going to get a foul on Tennessee Wesleyan. Let's see. Crowder or Wright?
I believe it's going to be Crowder.
Yep. Good eye there, Chris. Second on her, and that's already the fifth for Tennessee Wesleyan. We're just over a second over 3 minutes into this fourth and final quarter. Galata at the line. Again, she's a freshman from Cumming, Georgia. Leads the team 13.4 points per game. Also, they're ranked first in the conference in three-point shooting. She's 2 of 5 there today. She makes the second one. She averages almost 44% from behind the arc. She's knocked down those two right after Wesleyan has knocked down 2. So she's good at answering back with the threes. Barr has an open look, not going to take it. Drives inside and loses the handle. Able to shovel it out to right to Mayo. Barr gets it back with 9 to shoot. Airballs the 3. Lady Bulldogs kind of got a different look there. Brenau looked to have switched to a zone a little bit. Now Mayo deflects the ball, and it's going to be a timeout from Brenau as Wesleyan had it. So we'll take a 30-second timeout with them on the Bulldog Digital Network. Back here on the Bulldog Digital Network, Jared Wright, Chris Berry. 6:31 to play. And this is the last home game. Both teams have dropped their last 3 ball games. Brenau and Tennessee Wesleyan. Wesleyan trying to close out the first half of this season at home with a 4-1 record if they can hold on to this lead that's been in their favor the whole game. Barr's drive. She's blocked there by Etheridge. It'll go out of bounds off of Barr. Wesleyan still going to apply some pressure. Talia Williams back into the game. She's their second leading scorer on the season, 10.8. She's got 11, so right there at her average. She was a bright spot there in the third quarter, so I'm surprised she has sit that long. She'll be the one to bring it up the floor. Her and Galata exchange it. Now Cannon driving inside, spinning against Crowder. Gets stopped. Good defense by Anna Crowder inside. Floater in the lane by Moore. Comes off the back iron, just no rotation off the iron, and Wright gets the rebound. Mayo, she was eyeing up the 3 from
she wanted it.
The deep wing. Now she throws it off the side of the backboard, and coming away at the rebound is Talia Williams. And she might have got smacked in the face by Mayo on that one. Battle of the 21s right there. Galata, transition. Gets it out to Cannon. Cannon's been more active, or at least the offense going through her more in the second half. She gets the bucket and the foul inside. Crowder picks up her third. So it'll be an and one opportunity. Mayo will check out, Baxter in. Martin out. Jimenez Diaz is in for Mayo. Taylor Green returns for Galata. And Cannon converts the old-fashioned three-point play. 15-point game. 5:20 to play. Wright in control of it. Gets it over to Jimenez Diaz. It's a 1-3-1 zone being shown by Brenau. Jimenez Diaz and Wright just keep flipping the court back and forth. Now Jimenez Diaz for 3. Drills it. Nice touch. That's one way to beat a team that's in a zone. Cannon and Moore in the backcourt with it. Moore crosses over at the free throw line, and they move it around into the far corner to Cannon. She'll kick it back outside to Green. Green comes all the way across the lane, and they're going to say Barr fouled her on that one. I think that's probably some of the frustration for Coach Jeff Rice. He plans to join us post-game. He said if he doesn't forget, so we'll try to remind him with a wave down or something, but one of the better games we've seen from his ball club this season. Green at the line. Their best free throw shooter converts the first one. Got 2 of the longest tenured coaches in the league. Stewart's been there 12 seasons. Jeff Rice in his 17th season at Wesleyan. A lot of familiarity between the two. Barr with it out front, her and Wright. Keep it in the front court. Now they find Baxter on the backside of the zone. Little post move, gets her free for a nice lay-in. Ashley Baxter pushes the lead to 18.
Not the game you usually see from Baxter.
No.
Certainly capable of it, but she's usually out on that wing and trying to knock down three-pointers.
She's one shy of her season, or actually she just set her season high of 6. And just had some good quality minutes defensively. You're all right, she normally plays on the perimeter. A lot of them play on the perimeter for Jeff Rice. J.C. Powell will return. She'll replace Anna Crowder. Pittman returns, replacing Nyla Moore for Brenau. Brenau 94 feet to go with 4 minutes to play exactly. Pittman has it poked away. Baxter picks up the loose ball. Now Wright left open on the left side. Just too strong on the layup. Etheridge gets a quick clear out pass, and she'll get it back to Ty Williams. Williams takes it down the right side, and she'll draw the contact against Barr, who's going to pick up her fourth. Wesleyan, fouls have been aplenty for them in the second half. Alexis Bates checking in. Talia Williams back at the stripe. Actually, it's her first one tonight. Felt like she's been there several times, but if she can convert one, she's the leading scorer for the Golden Tigers. And she does that with 12. Second one is on the way and good. 69-53, 3:35 to play. Bates running the point for the Lady Bulldogs. Powell cuts across the lane, but they don't give it to her. Now Wright's trying to take on Pittman. Strong defense from Pittman forces Wright into a quick jumper. Ball's on the ground, and it's still on the ground. Battled for. It'll be Brenau's ball off the jump ball call. In this fourth quarter with multiple fouls, the scoreboard stops at 5 now in the women's game, but this fourth quarter taking much longer than the rest of the game has. Cannon's going to be the one to cross midcourt with it. Wanted to get it to Pittman. Pittman cuts inside and back out to the near corner. Williams, though, with the ball. Partially deflected there by Alexis Bates, but Green ends up with it. Now they're going to get Green with a travel. Cuyata will come back to the floor, replacing Pittman. Pittman, one of the better three-point shooters in the league, 11th in her percentage. I think maybe leave her in there trying to knock some down, but exchange the three-point shooter for the leading three-point shooter in the conference. Powell, left wing, works it to her right, and she'll stay behind the arc and take a big three. Missed it. Rebound's tipped away there by Williams, so it'll stay with the team in white. Coach Ross is going to empty the bench a little bit here. 22, Sierra Bates, twin sister of Alexis, will check in. 5'10", sophomore forward from Kodak, Tennessee. Along with number 11, Taylor Penning, 5'6", sophomore guard from Thompson Station, Tennessee. Jimenez Diaz takes it in the lane, feed to Penning underneath. Layup no good. Ball's tipped out into the hands of Alexis Bates. Bates out to Penning. Now they'll work it back out front with 2:24 to play. Jimenez Diaz running the possession here. Gets a foul from screen. She goes opposite side, and the lay-in is good. Lady Bulldogs 71-53 the lead. Now Gulata cuts in. Layup is good over the front iron. 2 minutes exactly to go. And Ella Crowder is coming back to the scorer's table for Tennessee Wesleyan. Penning out front. Up to Alexis Bates. Alexis hits it to her sister Sierra. Layup is good on the left side. Nice little pass there on the flash across the lane. A good assist by Alexis to Sierra. Williams loses the handle, drops it out to Gulata. Blocked by Jimenez Diaz, and that one they're going to say she got her on the hand too much. She'll pick up her second, and that'll send Gulata. Let's see if she was on the three-point line. Let's see. I think she's going to get 3 shots. We'll see.
They call the
shooting foul. Yep, it's going to be a 3-shot foul. And she misses the first one. Coach Ross was pleading with the official on the call there. He thought Jimenez Diaz had got essentially the all-ball opportunity. She makes the second one. There's still one more free throw to go, though. 1:27 to play. They'll be moving on this one. And she converts 2 out of the 3. 16-point lead, 1:20 to play. Alexis Bates out front, looks to the right side to Penning. Penning out to Sierra Bates, and they're going to get a off-the-ball foul as Alexis hit the deck pretty hard. Pauly Simpson's going to pick up her first foul. That's a first on Brenau. Lopsided on the fouls here in the fourth quarter. Inbounds to Powell, back to Alexis Bates. She'll take the 3 from the corner, bounces up off the iron. Williams gets the rebound. Powell tries to shade her a little bit, and the clock down to 60 seconds to play. Lady Bulldogs in front by 16. Pass deflected out of bounds by Bates. It'll stay with Brenau. It'll be Kalia Williams to key it in. Gets it into Gliata. Cannon drops it out to Green. Green drive and kick to Williams. Williams crossover at the high post. She'll drop it outside to Green. Her 3 no good. Alexis Bates skies for the rebound. 40 seconds to play. Bates trying to push it up the right side of the floor. She'll back up. And they will try to run as much clock as they can. Crowder to Penning at the top of the key. Feed inside to Sierra Bates. Going up strong against Cannon. Missed it, gets her on board. Hook shot no good, but she'll draw the whistle. And that one's going to be on Cannon, her 3rd. And Sierra Bates at the line. 75% shooter when she stepped there this season. 20.7 remaining. And she misses the front end of this one. Just off the front iron. Bates' second one is good. 74-57. Galata trying to drive inside, and she'll drop it back outside to Cannon. Clock down to 10 seconds now. Keep it around the perimeter. Galata trying to drive, kick out to Williams. Williams 3, no good. 2 seconds to play. Galata's going to take one at the buzzer, and it's going to go off the back iron. And the Lady Bulldogs come away victorious and finally get back into the win column from the friendly confines of James L. Robb, 74-57. A 17-point lead for the Lady Bulldogs, led by McKaylee Martin on a big career night for her. Lady Bulldogs go to 6-4 overall, 4-4 inside the conference, 4-1 here at home, and it stops the 3-game slide. Brenau drops to 3-7, 2-7 in the conference, 1-4 on the road, and they have lost their 4th game of the season. As Coach Jeff Rice is going to quickly join us here, and Coach Rice has joined us here, and well, got the cords tangled up here. But
I'm good,
Coach. Finally get back into the win column here today, and shot the ball a lot better, and really led by McKaylee Martin.
Yeah, I mean, we just need to see some go in the hole, and we've shot it so bad, and and it's just that one person sometimes that can give you some energy, making some shots, and it was tonight. She's a great shooter from the outside. We probably want her to shoot it more. Same thing with Jordan and Cambry, and really all of them. There's nobody that doesn't have a green light the way we want to try to play, and it was just nice to see some go in.
Talk about Jordan Wright a little bit as well. A lot of players to highlight, but Jordan really played well inside offensively, but also defensively.
Yeah,
taking some balls away.
She's strong and played a lot of basketball. And has great instincts, and so we asked her to do a lot of different things with with our lack of size, and sometimes having to play the 4 and guard a post. So we just need her to get going offensively a little bit, and if we can, I think if she's another one. If it starts going in for her, we'll be a whole lot better off.
McKaylee Martin has a career day, 17 points, 4 rebounds. Jordan Wright with 12. Jimenez Diaz continues to be a bright spot as a freshman coming in.
She comes with great energy. She's the one that when she goes to the rim, she goes to the rim. There ain't no pity pat. It's long strides, and that she puts that ball under her arm and where they ain't going to get a hand on it. And she brings us great energy. I thought Abby came off the bench, gave us some great energy tonight. I mean, everybody coming off the bench did some really, really nice things. And we need all those bench players to come in and be minutes tonight because she was getting a whole lot done. And Ella comes in, gives us some attacking ability, attacking the rim, great defense, and so we just need all those players to play as well as we're capable of. And it's finally, we played a bunch of really, really good teams, and we don't have a bad loss in the conference. I mean, we got some nice wins. You go Kentucky Christian's in the top. We beat them on the road. We beat CIU. We normally don't win at Bluefield anyway. We taken, I remember I took Jen and Mika and all them up there, and we lost one year. So we really don't have a bad loss. So as long as we keep beating the teams we're supposed to and continue to get better, I think everything will be okay for us.
Abby Barr does have her season high of 10 points tonight, so a good highlight for her. Real quick about the defensive side, looks like you pressed tonight. We haven't seen that as much this season.
It's all feel with me on what we need on a given night, and we probably ought to press. We really ought to press a whole lot more. But against some people, we don't want to press because we don't want it any faster than it's going to already be. And,
right.
And so I thought they struggled. It looked like they were going to struggle with it, and they did. They didn't turn it over a whole lot, but it kind of forced them out of their rhythm, and they took some time to get it in, and then had to, then they wanted to reset it again. So we really only had to play half-court defense for about 15 seconds, and no better than we've been half-court defensively. That's probably a good thing.
Worked out well. So you go to Union, another tough road game for you coming up on Saturday. What adjustments or what are you going to do?
We'll do the same thing. They're a little bigger inside and a little more physical inside than Brenau probably is, so we got to keep it out of the big kids' hands. And, you can't lose a couple shooters that they've got on the outside. But, we'll go up there and we want the tempo in our favor. We'll probably go up there and press a little bit and kind of get it up and down a little bit. So, they'll be ready for us. And it's the last conference game before Christmas. We got the 2 exhibition games with Tech and Lipscomb to go draw a check and be able to have nice things and that sort of thing, and we just kind of show up and go play with those. So
those paycheck games are always a nice Christmas gift.
They're good for the program. There's no question about that.
Well, Coach, congrats on getting back into the win column, and good luck this weekend at Union. Hopefully we'll be with you at the radio, but we'll stay tuned for that to see if we're making the trip up there. But I'll let you know. But good luck on the road.
Big shout-out to Jacob's parents back in Puerto Rico. I'm sure they're watching all the time, so we're glad she's here.
Hey, we got an international broadcast. That's what we can say. I like it.
Yeah, we need a Spanish side of it.
Yeah,
so.
We'll work on that eventually. So appreciate it, Coach.
All right, thanks.
Coach Jeff Rice pleased with his ball club tonight as they get the win, back into the win column. And as he said, it was just a great team effort, used a lot of different looks tonight. We got everybody into the ball game. That's always a big key. You can see your stats there on the screen for the team stats, but highlighting some individual performers again. Galata leads the team for Brenau with 15 points, 8 rebounds, 13 points by Talia Williams to go along with 7 rebounds for them. On the other side for the Lady Bulldogs, it was McKaylee Martin with a career-high 17 points. She had 4 rebounds as well on 6 of 10 shooting, 3 of 4 behind the arc, and 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. And also had 1 assist. 12 points by Jordan Wright, 6 of 7 at the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. 11 points by Jacob Jimenez Diaz, 4 of 10 from the floor for 40%, 2 of 4 from behind the arc, 1 of 2 from the line, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. 10 points by Abby Barr, season high for her, 4 of 9 from the floor, 2 of 4 behind the arc. Several Lady Bulldogs, 2 of 4 behind the arc. Mayo is one of those as well with 7 points. Ashley Baxter puts up 6 points tonight as well, her season high. Stone adds 3, Sierra Bates with 3, Anna Crowder with 2, J.C. Powell with 2, Ella Crowder with 1. Leading assist, there was a trio with 3. That was Wright, Jimenez Diaz, and Stone will lead the team in assist. Anna Crowder also had 7 rebounds. Alexis Bates had 4 rebounds. So that'll be the team or the individual stats. And again, the 18 turnovers by Brenau leads to 24 points off of the turnovers for Tennessee Wesleyan. That really helps propel them to this big win, assisting on 18 of 26 made shots to end the night, shooting 35.6% from the floor. So the Lady Bulldogs close out the home half of the 2022 season with a final score 74-57, and they will be on the road at Union with a 6-4 record and look to get a big road win against a strong Union ball club on Saturday. We will not be back here on the Bulldog Digital Network until after the new year, and that will be when Montreat comes to town on January 3rd. We'll have those broadcast for you here on the Bulldog Digital Network on the Tuesday night games, 5:30, 7:30 tip-off. The men will be in action in some exhibition games as well after the Union game this Saturday. So that will wrap up at least the first half of the 2022-2023 season for us here on the Bulldog Digital Network. Appreciate Chris Berry being by my side once again. Thank you to Coach Rice for joining us in the post game. Thank you to Jennifer Harrison, who's working the statistics for us and keeping up with that on the live stream for us. So thank you to her, Athletic Director Donnie Mayfield as well, who keeps everything running very smoothly. For the Bulldog Digital Network, this is Jared Wright. We wish you a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year. We'll see you in January.